Hi everyone, this is Laura and Chris Trostel.
Is it upside down or what?
I don't think so. All right, there we go. This is our first time going live and we're starting live shows. So we thought we'd do a dry run, talk with you guys about psychic protection and all that kind of good stuff. So we want to tell you a little bit about us and about what we have going on, and then we'll start talking about what we have available for you guys and a little bit more about psychic protection and how important it is.
Sounds good. I guess go ahead and start.
Well, first of all, if you want to connect with us through Messenger, if you want to send us private messages, you can through Chris and Laura Trostel. So just connect with us on Facebook. I have it up live here. So sometimes, you might have like a private question. You don't want everybody to know what you're asking. Please feel free to connect with us. Again, Chris and Laura Trostel. We will be monitoring our comments and all that kind of good stuff. So if you have a question that you want to ask us that you don't mind everybody seeing or hearing, please put it in the comments. We'll see it come up live. What else did I want to say?
I don't know. You're pretty much covering everything.
Am I covering everything?
So far, so good. Yeah.
Okay. Did you have something?
No, I was just following you.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not very good at this.
No, we're just having fun with it. So anyway, live questions, just type in the comment box. We'll try to get to them all. In later shows, I don't know if we're going to do it this show, but we'll be doing live readings as well. So you may have something that you want to ask or something like that. We'll also actually take calls on Messenger. So that will need for you to connect. Again, connect to Chris and Laura Trostel on Facebook. We can take you through Messenger and do live calls. So next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, October 5th, we'll have Joanna DeVoe on, who is the Kick-Ass Witch. So we'll be doing some interviews and that kind of good stuff. So Saturdays is like our discussion days.
Except for this Saturday.
Right.
And Sunday. We have the Metaphysical Fair.
Oh, yes.
So don't worry about this Saturday.
So next week, if you're in Colorado Springs, come see us. We'll be reading at booth number 30 at the Body Mind Spirit Fair. So if you're near Colorado Springs, come down and see us and get a reading. It's like $20 for 20 minutes for like everybody there. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
I don't know. I've never been to the Springs one, so I've only been to the Denver one, so I don't know.
This will be our first time.
Yeah, should be fun. Should be interesting.
So we're actually going to live stream from there for a little bit. So we'll show you yeah, we are.
Okay.
We'll walk around and like show you what's going on and all that kind of good stuff. So, just checking our stuff here. Sorry, we have the mobile phone going and we have the laptop going, so we can see your comments and questions and anybody who wants to connect and all that kind of good stuff. All right, so do we have anything else to say about us? We should talk about like who we are.
Go for it. You start.
No,
I'll just follow you. I mean, I'm not very good at this.
He's excellent at this. He's being modest.
No, I'm being honest. Go ahead. I mean, I'm sorry. I've never done this before, so please forgive me.
So, again, this is Chris, and I'm Laura Trostel, and together we're the Intuitive Couple. So you can see our website at theintuitivecouple.com, and we do intuitive readings together. So if you ever schedule a reading with us, it's both of us together, so you'll get two people for one
diving into everything and anything, I guess. So
yes,
we kind of combine our energies, and it's pretty fun, it's pretty amazing, and it's awesome the depth and detail I guess you can get out of everything. So
right.
Go for it. Keep going.
Sure. We're also twin flames, so we really combine our energies to help people, and we don't really specialize in anything. We just do readings about whatever you want to read about. We do a lot of relationship readings, a lot of business readings. What else comes up a lot of times when people reach out to us?
Trying to think. I mean, relationship and work, I guess, seem to be one of the biggest things, I guess, going for us right now and stuff. I think going for everybody. I think everybody is kind of running into that dilemma right now, I think. I mean, evidently work and career is very important and stuff. I don't know what else is going on.
life stuff. People have a lot of life questions, just life questions in general. So we like those. We can help with that. So we get a lot of relationship type stuff. That seems to come up a lot for a lot of people.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You go for it. I'm not very good.
All right, so that's
It's
basically
not
us. We
fair.
actually met at a metaphysical fair.
Yeah, stuff. I I came. Well, I seen her. I don't know. I had a vision of her. I already knew. I already seen her 2 years before I even met her. So, and I knew exactly. So when I saw her and stuff like that, I seen her. She was exactly how I saw her, and in her dress, everything to the T, and it was pretty cool. So, I asked her for a reading, and I guess it was all downhill from there. So I mean, well, I don't know, right or wrong.
No,
Why not? It was all uphill.
it's all like this.
It was even kill. So it was fun. So she gave me a reading, and I guess it was pretty cool because I guess from that point on, everything's kind of been. I don't know, like we have a thing with time, I guess. So I guess we both kind of thought we were just sitting there for a little while,
Yeah.
and
It seemed like 10 minutes.
exactly. Well, I don't know. However, it didn't seem like it was as long as we'd sat there, and yet that still seems to be what runs in our lives. I guess it seems like you can sit there and we can chit chat, and it's freaking 8 o'clock or something like that, or whatever, or 7 o'clock, and next thing you know, it's 10
And-
o'clock or 11 o'clock. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. I guess how that time works and stuff like with us. I guess I don't know. It just seems to fade or go by
It
so
goes
fast.
fast.
You can talk if you want. It'd be better if you did. I'm sorry.
So our whole thing of what we want to do and with the shows and all that kind of good stuff is we really want to bring you guys, like Saturday is our discussion time. We were going to do it around 2. It worked better for 4 o'clock for us today. So just join our Facebook page, like our Facebook page. We really kind of keep you updated on what we're doing through there. So that's our biggest way to contact us, and through our site, theintuitivecouple.com. So if you want to reach out to us, that's how to do it. Wednesdays are going to be more readings. They're going to be more interviews. Like I said, we have Joanna DeVoe, the Kick-Ass Witch, coming on this Wednesday. We have an awesome lineup for you guys coming up. And we just want to get the word out about, discussion about the metaphysical, and even maybe some topics that are controversial, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'd love everybody's input. I mean, I think everybody has something to offer, something to say, stuff like that. I don't think one person knows any more than the next. So, I mean, feel free to reach out and give your opinion, your input, and everything, I guess. I don't know. I find it rather interesting to hear other people's comments, other people's opinions on the heart of the matter. I mean, everything, I guess. So, I don't know.
Okay, so that's a little bit about us. Like I said, this is our first show, and we have like a lot coming up for you. So we're going to dive in. Today our topic is psychic protection. So I think that my husband is really good at this. In fact, I'm going to hand it over to him.
No way. Go ahead. Talk. Why is it important? I mean, with the
It's
fish.
important because we forget about it, I think. I
think-
forget about it.
I don't.
He doesn't.
I
do.
always have my guards up. I don't know. I think it's one of the most important things. I mean, it's one thing to be intuitive or stuff like that, or to be open and stuff. And I know everybody wants to be open, and that's an awesome and great thing. I mean, who doesn't? But I think yet at the same token, I think it's rather important not just to be open, but to make sure that you have those guards or those things that protect you.
Right.
From I don't know. You dive into it with the.
I'm sorry. I'm just sharing.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I was just asking.
We're
Help.
running the help. So I think psychic protection's important because I forget about it, and it's those times when I forget about it, and also I'm like just down and out, or having like a really bad day, or like we're kind of going at it a little bit, and then you're like, wait a minute, he slows me down and he's like, wait 1 second here, what's going on? So it's also awareness, I think, awareness of what's going on around us, awareness that we're not in a world that's specifically what we see. We're in a world that's multidimensional and all around us. So what's happening is like you might have this stuff coming at you and a really bad day, and really you're not protecting yourself, and it could be anything. You could have picked some crap up from somebody in
well, that's just it. Picking up somebody's energy, somebody else's bad day, somebody else's bad stuff, I guess. I mean, that's why you try to keep yourself protected as much as possible. Just due to the fact that you being empathetic and stuff, and being empathic or trying to read or stuff like that, you never know what they're carrying and stuff. So I guess I always keep my guard up. I always keep myself protected. I think it's important, and I think identification is important for me. So, I mean, I guess whenever I'm asking for guidance or answers and stuff like that, I make sure that I specify who I'm talking to, and make sure that it's them that are answering me, just because to me, I feel comfortable that way. So whether it's the archangels, Haniel, Michael, Gabriel, or Jesus, I mean, all of the divine. I mean, I guess I want clarification on everything, just so that I know that I'm safe, I guess. I guess I always keep my walls up. I keep protection there, just so that way I know that I'm guarded, I guess. I guess I have my own way of doing things. I don't know if everybody does it that way, but to me, I think it's important and stuff, especially as you're opening up, and now as we walk into different times and explore different things and different options, and everybody's learning more and more these days. I think so many people have so much to offer. Looks like we got something you want to answer it?
So how do you protect yourself? So I think there's a ton of ways to do this. One, to start, is to clear out everything. Because if you protect yourself, like if you kind of create like a space, and your space is already like convoluted, I think you're kind of sealing stuff in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about clearing
space first.
Mm-hmm. And then protecting yourself. A lot of people imagine themselves in a bubble or something like that.
Right, it's visualization.
Exactly. I mean, well, everything is and stuff. So I think a lot of people do things in different ways, in different forms, and whatever seems to work best for them. I know you have some that are easy. So again, like creating a bubble that where... Oh, no. Just kind of... She did it, not me.
I totally did.
Just kind of imagine you in a pink bubble or something like that, where you're protected and just surrounded by love and light and stuff like that, and nothing else can really enter except for
good.
Yeah, exactly. I have many. I don't know.
I like his. He has a lot of good ones.
But I guess I try to keep them more advanced and more uppity up. I don't know.
Uppity up?
I guess. I don't know. I just try to keep things up and whatever in advance, and different things and different whatever, this and that. I mean, I guess I don't do things on a basic level. I don't know what else to say.
I think that's true, because you don't. But let's go back to clearing space first and how we can do that.
It's all you.
Okay. So a good way to clear your space is just to like imagine imagination is everything. So I lost my partner. It's hot in here. So is to get a vacuum cleaner, like an energetic vacuum cleaner, and just kind of imagine that protective space, and then like suck everything out, and just like kind of everything that's bad or negative, kind of visualize if it's sticking to certain parts of you. You might feel like sluggish or kind of stuck in an area, or anything like that. And basically what we're doing is sucking it out and just sucking that whole space out, and then seal it up. You can also use sage. We keep little sage bundles like all around the house. Sage your space. it's really just intent. I mean, you could use anything.
I sage, I sea salt everything, kosher salt, whatever. I mean, I try to keep things as much. I guess my areas of living as clear and as free as possible, I guess, and stuff. I mean, I guess try to do it all the time. I guess I always like the sage. I mean, and then I light incense to kind of bring in that different smell that brings you to that peacefulness and happiness, to kind of harness that good energy and everything like that. To me, I think is important because it's your energy that you're creating.
Right.
All that good stuff and everything else, and I guess kind of blocking everything else at the same token. I mean, you're kind of doing a whole bunch of things at once, I guess. I don't know. It's just me, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. We're just, giving ideas.
Understood. I mean, I can come up with. I have a whole bunch of them, but I mean, I guess it's up to other people what they want or how they want to do it. I mean,
a good beginner one is the bubble. If you've never did any kind of psychic protection before or practiced it at all, because you do have to remember kind of to bring it on. I know, like, I let my guards down and all of a sudden I'm like, blah, and it's just because, maybe I took a walk and, people were just crappy outside and I picked it up. And then, because, when you're empathetic, oh my God, readings.
Reading at the fair. I mean, when I first met you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Remember the reading before? I mean, you're the one who told me about it.
So, at the fair where I met him, I had this older guy or whatever come up to our table, and he's like, I'm going to protect you guys. And he put, like, some kind of, I don't know what the hell he did, but it was like some kind of voodoo hex. And I was like, whoa, I don't know what the hell just happened. And my guards were down on my own, and all of a sudden I was dizzy, I was sick, I couldn't concentrate, I had to go outside and just energetically, you can take an energetic shower too, which is what I do a lot, especially after readings, doing this with your hands like that, just kind of cutting those cords, because you do, when you go through and do readings, you pick up other people, you're in their energy, so you pick up a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, that was rough. And I had to have somebody just help me with it because it was so, I don't know what it was. It's like some kind of voodoo.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I just know you told me about it, this and that and stuff. So
yeah, it was bad.
I just remember I came there and you just sit there. You weren't there for readings.
Yeah, I wasn't reading that day.
But
I didn't come there for nothing, I guess.
Pretty much. So, I mean, I don't know. But I guess it's stuff like that, even just reading, and I mean, I don't know. I guess it's the basics and stuff. I think sometimes we all forget our basics and stuff like that when.
Right.
I mean,
we do.
As readers even, and I think sometimes we kind of have to resort back, I mean, to just the basics of everything and stuff. I mean, and it's important, I guess for me, it's important for me. I mean, I'm not sure how everybody feels about it. That's my opinion. That's how I feel about it, and suggest it, I mean, just even to anybody. I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with even just readers and stuff like that and stuff, but I mean, just everybody in everyday life, I think. I mean,
can you share what you told that lady to do at work?
What's that?
The pepper.
No.
You're not going to share
it? Not yet. I'll wait for that one.
We won't share it yet.
Why?
But we do, people at work have, when you go to work and are in a public place and people are just coming at you, you have that.
It's a dog-eat-dog world. I mean,
it is.
And I guess sometimes we have to remember that we're not here to be against each other, but here to be for everybody and work together as one, as we are all one and one from source and stuff. And I guess the more that we can help others, and kind of remind others as well, I think the better off we are as not just humans but as spirits in this world and stuff.
So, interesting question. Do you use prayer as well?
Yeah, I think prayer, meditation, I think they're all one and the same. Of course I use prayer. I mean, when it comes to certain things, I guess sometimes when things are a little bigger than yourself, I mean, hard times and stuff like that, I mean, I'll call on, of course, I mean, Archangel Michael. I mean, who better to call on than Michael? I mean, I don't know, I guess I've been fascinated with them. I've been so in touch with them since I can remember. So, and not just him though. I mean, I guess I pray to Jesus a lot too and stuff. I mean, I guess
I think it's intent
all of
of
divine,
words.
you know, yeah.
Right, like it's your intent. Like when it's like, I need protection, sometimes that's all you can squeak out. You know what I mean? It's just like, I am down and out, and I need help. I mean, that's a prayer right there. Thank you is a prayer. And I think that it is important to pray. Nikki says, how do you know you guys are right? What do you mean, Nikki?
Right as far as...
I don't know.
Sorry, I guess I need more on that.
Can you give us a little bit more? It's what we practice, I guess, too. Like, we practice protection for ourselves and psychically, because we do readings for people, and we do have to be in other people's energies. And when you give a reading, yeah, like when we give readings, we have to...
So how do you know you're right when giving a reading?
Oh, okay.
Is what she's asking. She combined it there.
Okay, you're
Thank
combining
you very
it.
much.
Sorry.
If you asked for more.
I did.
Ha. Anyways, I'll let you, if you want to first, comment.
Okay, so how do you know you're right? You don't. I think that's your biggest fear in giving a reading to people, is that you're going to be wrong, that you're going to say words and they're like, you're totally off. And you have to really be in touch with spirit, because it's not coming from me, it's coming from spirit. So I listen to them. So we both channel, and it's we're listening to what they tell us about people, and that is all we can do is trust spirit, trust divine, because it's not from us. It can't be from us, because we're like the vessels. We're the tools.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess just connecting to the divine. I mean, they tell me what it is that I need to know, or what other people need to know. I mean, as far as being right, or knowing you're right, or knowing how things, I mean, usually staying in touch, or you get that confirmation. I mean, I guess you practice everywhere. I mean, if I'm at work, you know, I usually, you know, I tell somebody, hey, you know, watch out, this is going to happen, or, you know, I guess I've already seen it. And of course, you know, and I talk to them and I tell them stuff, and usually you get that confirmation, and I guess that helps sometimes. I mean, then there's times, confirmation. I mean, but I guess there's times where you don't want to do right. I mean,
right.
And stuff.
She asked further. Nikki asked, do you ever feel giving a reading could be wrong and it could hurt? This has stopped me from doing readings myself.
Do you ever feel giving a reading could be wrong? If you want me to answer that honestly, I think sometimes yes and sometimes no. I mean, I'm not one not to just give readings, but I've also been one as a person to receive readings as well. So I do understand that. I mean, I even know, I mean, I can read myself. I read for myself. I read myself, which I do enjoy. Sometimes knowing too much can be a bad thing. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and not lie or be honest about things. I mean, that's my job. It's not my job to sit here and lie to people, or, you know, try to be honest.
Right.
I think, you know, and I am. I'm honest, and I'm direct, and I'm straightforward, and I'm blunt. So as far as whatever, I think knowing too much can be a bad thing, because when people know too much, which comes from readings, you try to control situations instead of just allowing the divine to divinely guide you and stuff, or have control over it. You want control, and I think as people, we want that control, and not having that control, we tend to get off balance and stuff like that. And
right.
Now,
and I think people too, like they have something that they want to hear in a reading, and we come across that, I think, a lot, because we do some readings on sites and stuff, and we get that where we're like, look, this is what we see, and all of a sudden they're like, no, and you know what I mean? They're like off, and we're like, ugh, you know what I mean? But it's not our job to tell them what they want to hear. It's our job to tell them what Spirit is telling us.
What they need to know.
Right, what they need to know. So if you, I think, like, have that strong connection with Spirit and just really focus on that, then you're that flow. You're the flow. And
well, as far as like her whatever question, pardon me, I'm sorry,
No,
I didn't mean to politely interrupt.
It was
Please
polite.
forgive me. But this has stopped me from doing readings. Stopped you from.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I think a lot of it when I think about that portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's the experience with readers. I don't think you can base one reader to the other, and I think that's a matter of the connection when you build that relationship and stuff like that. I mean, I know that for me, there's just some readers that I connected with and had a close bond, and it was more than just a bond. I think it became a really intense friendship, I guess, and one that I would never pass by in stuff. So, and I think that's just who you connect with. Maybe this person wasn't able to do the help you or be a benefit to you in ways that another one could. And I think that for me, if I was to get somebody and I feel that maybe I couldn't connect with them in a way that would help them best. I know a lot of people out there, and I think that it would be my job to sit there and be a good friend to them and offer help to them from other readers that I think that are just phenomenal. I mean, I'm not here, I don't think reading or, being in this line of work is a competition. I think it's a benefit and a gift, and if you utilize your gift to help others, that's what's important and to me, and to refer everybody to get the best help that they can, whether it's me or somebody else. There's phenomenal people out there and stuff.
Right. And Nikki, you bring up a good point too, like on using your gifts. So you don't hear, you feel it. Well, it's the same thing. You're feeling it from Spirit. You know what I mean? Like there's, your clairaudient, clairvoyant, claircognizant, all the clairs. But,
Understood.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm reading a
I
comment.
know.
Pardon
we're
me, you're awesome. Thank you. I mean, oh my God, straightforward as well. And
right, it's not a
sometimes
competition.
think someone
It's a
does
gift.
not want the bluntness. You're right. I don't think
My
sometimes
husband's blunt.
I'm very blunt, and I mean, but I'm also honest and open with that. I mean, I don't want to sit here and mislead people and stuff. And yet, at the same token, though, it's hard to be that way because I'm optimistic, I guess. I want to show, I mean, not everything's always set in stone. You always have the opportunities to
change things,
and stuff like that. And, I mean, if you can, and I mean, you can't control anybody else's actions but your own and stuff like that.
Right. Relationship readings, that's what we run into a lot when
thank you for your kind gesture.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
We believe it's
not a competition. It is
well.
a gift and stuff, and it's not here for me to benefit from it, but here to offer everything that I possibly can to everybody and stuff. I mean, it comes from deep within my soul and a connection to the divine in heaven, and
it's an outpouring
pretty much
of love.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. You can talk. I feel like
no.
I'll stay out.
No, come back in. No, I mean, you bring up a lot of good points, and I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much for just even
this is
connecting
our first
with
show,
us. Sorry if I'm not very good at talking. I've never done this before. Trust me, not like this. So I apologize, if I'm not very good at it and stuff.
You're good.
But no, I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, I don't know.
See, he's honest.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm serious. It's the first time I've ever done this before.
It is our first time, and like I said, we'll have our Wednesday night shows, our interview shows. So we're going to be bringing on other readers. We have the Kick-Ass Witch coming up, Joanna DeVoe. So she's going to be talking with us about the modern day witch type stuff. So we have some other people lined up that we'll be bringing on, and all we want to do is get the message out there that we are spirit and we are light, and it's just sharing that, and we want people to shine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's a lot of a variety of people, and I don't
Yes.
think one person knows more. Again, I guess I should reiterate that I don't think one soul or one spirit or one person knows more than the next, and I think everybody, even if you come from different cultures or different, I guess just how you're raised, I think everybody has something to offer, and I think it's our jobs here, why we're here. I mean, to be open to everybody and the way they feel, and I guess what they have to offer. I mean, and I think for me, it's I don't think for me it's even a learning experience at the same token, and I guess I'm here to learn. I don't think anybody knows everything. I don't, and what I do know is divinely guided to me. I'm taught. I don't read any books as far as that. I listen to the divine and what they have to offer me and stuff. So, and I think practice makes perfect. So I think the more you practice, I mean, like I said, this is my first time doing this. I've never done this before as far as live stuff, but I mean, I enjoy reading and doing as many readings as possible, and I do all the time. I mean, if I just walk out on the street, I'm going to go read somebody, read for them and stuff like that, and help them and give them guidance. I mean, I think that's just me. I mean, I'm here to just be a benefit to everybody.
Right. So we were talking about psychic protection. Any other questions about psychic protection or anything we can address about that? Or anything. We're just here. We'll hang out with you guys for a while because, like I said, this is our first show, and they said hang out with people.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Maybe no one wants to hang out, I guess.
Nobody wants to hang out with us?
No, we should have brought dinner. We should have did this at a restaurant where
I
we
know.
can all eat together and watch us eat. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
We'll drop the food.
Exactly. I guess I don't know what other things. I mean, I guess I believe in not even just protection and stuff like as far as mindset and imagination, but I also use a lot of stones. I mean, and crystals and stuff like that too. I mean, and I do.
Yes.
Everybody knows
crystals.
I carry a whole bunch of stuff. I do.
Crystals everywhere. Show your...
Oh, my smoky quartz one? See, that one's freaking phenomenal, I think, anyways. I mean, it has a door and everything. I mean, I guess if you held it upright, personal, within your hands, you can see it. But I carry a whole bunch with me.
Yes.
From quartz crystals to... Well, exactly, you carry it with them. Phenomenal. I believe in that too. That's excellent. I mean... to bracelets, I mean, fluorite, amethyst, rose quartz, smoky quartz, tiger eye, you name it. Opal, a white opal, and I had to search everywhere for it.
Yeah, that was a hard find.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I carry just about everything and anything. I think just a matter of what I feel with the day. And I also set them out there. I energize them and stuff too. I always do, just because I guess I get downright personal with them. They're like a part of me, like we're one.
Yes, I had to energize them the other day for you. I get a call. Energize my crystals.
Stick them out there, yeah. And usually what I do to energize and stuff like that, I stick my crystals out in the sun, and I guess the sun feels good to me. It gives me that energy, makes me feel phenomenal, and I guess it's what I use to connect to my crystals, energize them, and hopefully they feel exactly just as I do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with walking out on a beautiful day and having the sun pour on you. I mean, it's much better than a cloudy day for sure.
That's true.
And stuff. So,
snow.
So that's what I do as far as energizing my crystals and stuff. And stones, any of them. So, and carry them with me daily, everywhere. So, I guess it's a lot of weight, but
I know you like jiggle.
I don't know. Do you have anything to offer or say or yell at me or something?
I have nothing to yell at you about.
Dang it.
I know. No, I'm just going back to topic on the psychic protection.
Sorry.
Well, we could talk about anything. I just didn't know what you wanted to talk about. Or we could reiterate that, our whole goal with these shows is to create discussion. So we invite you to share this video, share our page, please. Sorry, I'm going to read Samantha's. Do we need protection if we are in a state of perfect faith wherein we totally trust the universe is kind and loving? Wouldn't holding that belief repel negative experience because they wouldn't? See more. Sorry, guys. Move. Ah.
I'll try to do whatever.
Oh. Repel negative spheres because they want to be in alignment. I think that goes back almost to prayer.
Pretty much. I mean, well, faith is everything. I mean, if you don't
Right.
believe you have protection or you're not protected, then evidently,
Because you have the intent in the words. I mean, you have intent in the alignment. That
Pretty
is
much.
you are protected.
but even at that, sometimes some people, I know with other readers, they'll, before they go in depth and before they open themselves up, they do a little prayer just before. I think it's kind
Yeah.
of their ritual. Everybody's different. Everybody has their ritual, and I don't think there's any wrong way or right way to go about things. And I think that's what other readers do. I mean, I know other channels, they'll say a little prayer before they go in depth.
I'll say a little prayer before I channel.
And stuff, and I think it's just being making sure. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with double checking or just
I think it's being, well, I mean, she hit a good word, which is alignment. And I think, though, to constantly be in that state of alignment is a heck of a feat to do. And because I know sometimes even for myself, I'm like, man, I am not in alignment. He knows it because, like, I'm like, ooh, I can have bad days.
Well, some people can, but then there's that point where you're off balance. I mean, you're
Right.
getting hit from so many different energies.
Right.
It's other people's, and
Right.
even astrologically, the energy and stuff like that, how it affects other people, and then it's that ripple effect. So you have the astrological portion where it's affecting somebody, and then therefore then it starts affecting you and so forth and everybody else, and down the road. I mean, so I think I just like to keep myself protected. I have certain
Right.
things that I have set forth, and that's me. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with faith either, and always
Well, I
knowing
think
that you
faith
are
is
protected.
everything. Right.
Precisely.
Right. And knowing that, like, yeah, it is. It is
Thank
protected.
you very much for your comment and question and like everything. It's phenomenal, and I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, we're excited.
It is pretty cool. I mean, I guess because you get someone else. I mean, feel free. I mean, what's your opinion on it? I mean, I guess I'll
Yeah.
read it and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, anybody who wants to shout out. I mean,
Or how you protect yourselves, or what's your favorite stone for protection? What's, any of that. We want to hear what people have to say.
pretty much. I mean, I guess we're all one. I mean, it's time to bring everybody together as one.
All right, so Nikki, can you press the C more? You do that better
Yeah.
than me. I messed it up.
Oops, sorry. Okay.
So Nikki writes, I've been told I have a very strong gift and very powerful, but I have seen the evil side of the gift and got scared and quit. Now I'm back and have Archangel Michael with me, but I'm still scared of using my ability. I just want to hug you because I think that we all who are gifted have gone through that at some point in their lives. And I know most people have like shut it down. I know you shut down like your gifts. I shut down my gifts because it does scare us because it's something outside of ourselves. And speaking from a personal standpoint, I mean, when I shut mine down, I was like, it was shut down because I was very empathic and I couldn't go into a restaurant without feeling somebody's pain. And I was in pain all the time. And it was pain. It was painful because you could just feel like it seemed like you only felt the bad stuff too. Like I never felt anybody happy. I just felt people like, and I could pinpoint them. I knew exactly where they are. If they were sitting in a restaurant, I knew that was the person who was just feeling so ready to like freaking jump off a cliff. And I shut it down because I was in pain all the time. And it wasn't until my 30s where I began to open back up to that and to understand. And now what I do is put that pain in a bubble. So if I start to feel somebody's pain, I'm like, I ask the question, is this my pain? Or is this my feeling? Am I feeling this? And if the answer is no, then I kind of take it all up, I put it into a bubble, and then give it to the divine. Because I can't carry that pain, but I can bless them. I can try to remove their pain. And I know when I do readings, when I'm in somebody's space, whatever they're feeling, you feel. And then, you know, if you start to shift that out of yourself and it shifts out of them, it's kind of like the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I guess
Sorry.
I guess I blocked mine as at a young boy, and I guess just being scared and I guess not being ready. And I think maybe that was just the key to things. I mean, not being ready. And I think at that time I wasn't ready. And so I blocked everything. Funny thing is although I blocked everything and they knew, and I think they thought I was ready, and I guess I think spirit is ready, but the human ego kind of gets in the way. And I think that's what it was for me, you know, the human ego getting in the way. And I mean, I was young though, I was a boy. And they still came to me no matter what, and it was through dreams, through whatever. I mean, either way, I think they made it to where they were going to make sure they got their messages across and stuff like that, and made sure that I was going to know what I needed to know at the time, and a lot of dreams and a lot of stuff. And I think even at that, I tried to change things and everything, and evidently it never worked. So a lot of things didn't happen till like my later 20s and stuff, or 20s again. It was my mommy number 2. She said it was now time, and I guess it was time. So it was time to open all these doors back up again and stuff. And I guess I just kind of kept myself hidden, and I guess really practice, or I don't know, did what I guess I felt I needed to do that was best for me. And I did a lot of practicing, a lot of working, a lot of this experimenting, and just going to the divine with it and stuff, from my spirit to theirs. And I think it's turned me into the person that I am today, a good person, and knowing how to work with it and utilizing the tools that they have to offer and stuff. And I guess I'm not really scared or nervous or not. I mean, I guess it's built a lot of confidence in me, I guess, as far as my abilities and knowing how to use my abilities to the best for everybody else and stuff. I know being a boy too, it was hard because of the things that you got to see. I mean, you didn't always get to see the rainbows and sunshine. I mean, you got to see the good with the bad. I mean, and if it was car accidents and stuff like that, I mean, you got to see everything.
But I think you see the good and the bad too in readings. You know what I mean? Like when people come to you for reading, it's not just the good. You see the bad as well. And I think it is hard. Like, I mean, and I'm not talking about like, you know, people are going to die, or I'm not talking about that, but like their deep turmoil, and maybe like their deep regrets and their deep fears, and you see that, and you're kind of in that. Okay, so what can we do to open ourselves up? Do you mean like to do readings? Or I think for me, meditation helps that. I know you don't like to meditate. He's just open. But asking, here's the single most important thing I can tell you that I've ever learned out of giving any readings. Ask. Just ask. And that, I don't know why that was like so profound to freaking realize, but when you're doing a reading with somebody or want to read somebody, just ask the divine, what do they need to know? And then whether you feel something come up, whether you hear it, whether you see a picture, whether you just kind of feel, you know, whatever it is, that asking is everything. I still do. When I started giving readings, it was very, very basic. Like I was like, you have green floating over here, and you know what I mean? And it was like, they're like, what does that mean? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I can see you have like a weird like winged thing here, and they're like, what does that mean? And I'm like, I don't know, that's just what I see. And then like it was like one day it was like, ask. So I'd ask the green thing, what are you? And then amazingly enough, it talked back, and it was like, ask, just ask. So when you want to read or want to be open, or just ask the divine, ask them, what does this person need to know? What should I be telling them? That asking is everything to me.
I think so, but I think it also, I don't know, what can we do to open ourselves up? I mean, I think it may be like going to a different state of mind, a different level of consciousness and stuff like that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it's like for other people. I'm always open, I guess. I don't know how to put it.
You are open.
All the time. I mean, maybe for other people it's sitting there for, having that quiet time, that personal time for 5 or 10 minutes or something like that. And,
that is pretty big.
Being able to just go deep within inside themselves and allow source or spirit, the divine, however you want to look at it, come to you and talk to you and help, deliver the message and maybe give you guidance on what works best for you. I don't think there's one way or another that works best for any one person and stuff. Maybe some people it's going to church and just being able to pray and just pray to God, just to have that feeling, to be thankful that you can go and pray. Maybe some it's just out there gardening and stuff like that, and where you're in that divine space and that peacefulness and happiness, and that allows you to clear everything and let the divine and everything connect with you and stuff, and open yourself up that way.
You know what I think it is too, is imagination. We forget to imagine, and we forget to have fun, and we forget to do all this stuff. I mean, my husband tells me all the time, relax, have fun. And because I forget that, but it's that imagination, I think, that really is essential to opening ourselves up. Because when we block imagination, we block our yes, thanks, Nikki. Like we block ourselves.
You're so phenomenal.
I know, you're awesome.
I wish I can reach out and shake your hand.
I know.
Tell you that.
We'll do a virtual shake.
I know. Sorry. It's supposed to have fun.
It is fun. But that the more fun you have, the more open you are. And because you allow that imagination to flow through. And it's like that childlike imagination. And that one where it's like, I always use the reference where you see a unicorn underneath every bush. But that's where it is, where you see that magic and you see the butterfly floating by, and, you think it just sprinkled fairy dust on you. You know what I mean? Like, when's the last time? Yeah. Like, sometimes I gotta remember that. I do have to remember that. Virtual hug.
Thank you. You're so awesome. So, I guess just try to be respectful. I don't know, but I think I work that way, I guess, imagination, stuff like that with my kids. I mean, I think my daughter's phenomenal when it comes to this kind of stuff, I guess, and I won't name names or anything like that. She's my daughter. She's awesome. I love working with her. I love how she just amazes me, especially when I can ask her this and ask her that, and I just love how, it's just so free. I mean, I already know the answers and stuff like that, because I guess I try to keep her open and keep her in line and keep her in touch with spirit, and yet I know she's like right on top of it all. Like, she's right on target. She's to the T awesome, I guess. I mean, and she is, I guess. And it's just that imagination, or just that, I don't know. I guess it's, I try to go to, I guess, that childlike, where there's no expectations. And, well, yeah, I gotta be. I mean, too young. I mean, I'm like Benjamin Button with the fish.
Right. Thanks, Nikki. Thanks for participating. And we'll be Wednesday night and next Saturday. We'll be at the Colorado Springs Fair streaming.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. God bless you, and have a wonderful and phenomenal weekend. Thank you so much. I don't know how much more.
I know. We've been on for a while now, and so we'll probably wrap it up.
Might as well.
Yep.
I'm getting hungry.
I know, I'm hungry too. So anyway, go get something to eat, everybody.
Street
tacos. Yum. From the Roach Coat.
The taco wagon.
The taco wagon. So good. So thanks for participating. Next Wednesday we'll be on, and see us at our website at theintuitivecouple.com. And just much love to everyone.
God bless.